Hey friends, right in here, and I wanted to have a quick safety moment video. So I pulled this contactor out of my air conditioner. It is 24 volts, and the reason I had to do that is my air conditioner was blowing fuses. Every time it would kick on to the AC, it would pop the 3 amp fuse upstairs. I thought, why the hell is this doing this? So I traced it down for about a week and a half and finally settled on the fact that the coil on this contactor is fried. So if we look at it, it's only got a resistance of about 1 ohm. So if you're pushing 24 volts to it, that's almost 24 amps, right? And this is another contactor, and granted, most of the AC ones aren't like this. They run in the 15 to 20 ohm range, which would be about 1 amp, which you're like, okay, that makes sense. But this one, the coil has a resistance of million, about 150, 155, which this is the one that most people normally use in their pinball machines. So that's about 0.1, 6 to 0.2 amps that you're pushing through there. So my point is, if the coil gets fried or melted or whatever, it can probably do one of two things. It'll either separate and not work at all, which is probably more likely, or it'll do what this one did and just short out. So if it shorts out and you don't have it fused, you're going to fry your board, at least if you're lucky, or it's going to melt all your wires because you're trying to push that many amps through such a small wire and melt and cause a fire. So we don't want that. So my point is, they're cheap, it's easy, just put a fuse on all your toys. And this can apply to not only a contactor, but all of them if something like that happens. It's just easier to protect yourself and be safe, not sorry. Anyway, keep it real. Let me know if you've had a bad experience, and we'll catch you later. See ya.